As the DoD provider of choice for information technology, combat support, and cyberspace defense, DISA delivers global communications, enterprise-wide end-user capabilities, and cyber tools to our warfighters, national-level leaders, and other mission and coalition partners across the full spectrum of military operations. Strengthened by building trusted partnerships, DISA, our mission partners, and industry form three dimensions of defense for our nation's IT combat support and cyberspace initiatives. Technological advancements in the cyber domain have heightened the demand for responsive, agile, resilient, secure, and high-quality IT services. DISA understands that in today's landscape of increasing cyber threats, the ability to deliver services and capabilities to customers across all domains, land, air, sea, space, and cyberspace, allows mission partners to maintain global leadership and deny unwanted advantages to adversaries. Focused on the future of technology, DISA utilizes its partnerships with commercial industry to pave the way for advancements in mobile technology. With the agency's initiative to provide common access card credentials securely on mobile devices, we have partnered with industry to develop a 7-factor fusion algorithm to include voice, gate, and trusted peripherals to provide the user with a device that is continuously secure. Access to data anytime, anywhere, on-site, and in the cloud ensures our warfighters have continuous, reliable access to the information they need no matter what device or location. MilDrive fulfills that need by using cloud-based storage, file sharing, and synchronization services to any mobile device. As the lead in the deployment, operation, and sustainment of cyber tools, capabilities, and expertise maximizing the DoD information network operations, our agency strives to stay ahead of the curve to protect our network. By researching artificial intelligence, as well as automation of systems and networks, industry can offer solutions to finding the best tools to defend against threats and vulnerabilities that attack our network daily.
As DISA considers emerging technologies, especially cloud capabilities, machine learning, electromagnetic spectrum, and cybersecurity, we look to you, our trusted industry partners, to continue to be the third dimension of defense for providing innovative solutions to fulfill our vital mission of supporting the warfighter.
3 dimensions: DISA, mission partners, and industry, working together to support our warfighters and in defense of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our host, the Director of the Defense Information Systems Agency and Commander of Joint Force Headquarters, Department of Defense Information Networks, Vice Admiral Nancy A. Norton.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you and welcome to the 2019 Forecast to Industry. Thank you for taking the time to join us and to learn more about the Defense Information Systems Agency and the contracting opportunities that are available to you in fiscal year 2020 and beyond. DISA, mission partners, industry, 3 dimensions. The video that you just saw depicts you as one of those dimensions that supports our warfighters, which in turn helps us in the defense of our nation. You play a key role in what we do and how we do it. From innovation to development, testing, and implementation, this partnership is critical in meeting the needs and achieving success for our warfighters. As a combat support agency, DISA provides, operates, and assures command and control and information sharing capabilities and a globally accessible information enterprise in direct support of joint warfighters, national-level leaders, and other mission and coalition partners across the full spectrum of multi-domain military operations. Since our last forecast to industry, we've had some programs transition within the department. The National Background Investigation Service, or NBIS, is currently transitioning from DISA to the Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency. Commercial satellite communications transitioned from DISA to the Air Force Satellite Communications Office under the Air Force Space Command. They'll give a brief later this morning on their contracting opportunities. But transition does not mean that we have decreased our mission. Actually, DISA's mission has grown. In 2018, the Joint Artificial Intelligence Center, or JAIC, was established under the leadership of Lieutenant General Jack Shanahan. The center's mission is to accelerate the DoD's adoption and integration of artificial intelligence and to synchronize the department's AI activities, with national mission initiatives to enhance and improve capabilities in many different areas. One of the JAIC's initial priorities is cyber sense-making, which will have a significant impact on how DISA does business. It intends to shrink timelines for cyber threat awareness by using AI, anomaly detection, and network exploration techniques to increase security and safeguard sensitive information. Any effort that will allow warfighters and cybersecurity professionals to focus on strategic analysis and response will help us pace the threat. DISA provides administrative control functions for JAIC. Our most recent growth area occurred as a result of the department continuously reforming to maximize security and resources and minimize duplication of effort. The Fourth Estate Network Optimization, or 4ENO, is an IT reform effort that consolidates common use IT services and capabilities across the defense agencies and field activities. DISA has been granted the authority to transition to a single service provider, charged with driving IT service excellence, integrating enterprise capabilities, mitigating security risks to the DoD, and controlling costs. 14 DoD agencies and field activities networks and the associated IT staff moved under the operational control of DISA. The network consolidation and transfer of personnel will take place from FY20 to 24 and will improve the effectiveness of our cyber landscape across the enterprise. You'll hear more about this effort this afternoon. As I look out over the audience today, I think this is the largest forecast to industry audience that we've had yet. How many of you are first-timers? Raise your hand. A lot. That's great. We're really glad to have you here. Welcome. For those of you who don't know, let me share a little bit about what I do. I serve in a dual-hatted position as the Director of DISA and the Commander of the Joint Force Headquarters Department of Defense Information Network, or Joint Force Headquarters DODIN. As the Director of DISA, I report to Mr. Dana Deasy, the DoD Chief Information Officer. As the Commander of the Joint Force Headquarters DODIN, I report to General Paul Nakasone, the Commander of U.S. Cyber Command, who is also dual-hatted as the Director of the National Security Agency. DISA and Joint Force Headquarters DODIN together play critical roles in providing our warfighters, the Department of Defense, and national-level leaders with the best communications and information technology capabilities worldwide. Both organizations support the National Defense Strategy. DISA's mission supports the National Defense Strategy's 3 lines of effort to restore military readiness and increase lethality of our joint force, to strengthen alliances and build new partnerships, and to drive reforms for innovation and modernization. DISA conducts network operations for the warfighter to enhance lethality across all warfighting domains: air, land, sea, space, and cyberspace. Joint Force Headquarters DODIN is responsible for synchronizing the secure, operate, and defend missions across the DODIN. This command and control is conducted through a single authority, Directive Authority for Cyberspace Operations, or DACO, for DODIN operations and defensive cyberspace operations internal defense measures across all 44 DoD components. Joint Force Headquarters DODIN aggregates threat information from multiple sources, military and commercial, regarding the risk posture of the entire DODIN. Capabilities that are exposed to the internet or other external connections face significant and disproportionate threats, so we are constantly maintaining and managing the strictest security standards. Enhancing and diversifying how we see the external risk and exposure of the DoDIN is a valuable input to understanding and combating cyber threats. DISA is also aligned to support the DoD CIO's digital modernization strategy in the key strategic pillars of cloud, artificial intelligence, command control communications, and cybersecurity. We have implemented an integrated suite of commercial, on-premise, cloud-based infrastructure services in MilCloud 2.0 and supporting capabilities for use of other commercial cloud contracts. We are exploring ways DISA can use artificial intelligence and machine learning to conduct routine tasks, which will allow our workforce to focus on other projects that require the human touch. These capabilities will increase our speed and agility across the services we provide and will allow us to more rapidly prevent, detect, and respond to data breaches and network attacks. Automated execution and validation of cybersecurity actions will contribute to a more comprehensive understanding of the risk posture of the DoDIN. We are providing solutions, capabilities, and support to the warfighter, from the desktop to the tactical edge, extending airborne ISR feeds across the department, delivering secured communications through our mobility program, providing mil-drive cloud storage capability that gives secure access to information from many devices, and developing assured identity through continuous multi-factor authentication with stronger credentialing and security than passwords or PINs. The idea of using biometric data that is unique to an individual allows us to better secure our warfighters, civilian employees, and the DoDIN. These are just a few of the services and capabilities that will allow us to fight and win in cyberspace, and you'll hear much more about them as the day goes on. We have a global presence supporting 2.9 million users on 4 million devices and more than 2,500 hosted applications. DISA delivers hundreds of IT support and service capabilities to our mission partners. These mission partners are the military services, the combatant commanders, the joint staff, other defense and federal agencies, and our coalition partners. Our field offices and field commands have a significant role in how DISA, as a combat support agency, works with our combatant commands and their service components. These DISA commands provide direct support in each geographic or functional area of responsibility. They work with senior leaders, program and project managers across DISA to translate unique COCOM requirements, mission requirements, and priorities, to provide recommendations for future services and capabilities that ensure interoperability around the globe. Regardless of the support needed, DISA has the capability to engineer, test, host, support, and acquire interoperable IT services for our mission partners. The agency is focused on providing the timely delivery of cost-effective enterprise services, unified capabilities, and mobility options to support DoD operations anywhere, anytime. Our senior leaders and program managers work to understand our mission partners' requirements and the need for the most technically advanced capabilities available in the marketplace. This is where industry comes in. DISA is committed to maintaining transparency with industry, demonstrating accountability, communicating our requirements and expectations effectively, and collaborating to identify opportunities to engage with one another early in the planning and development stages. We rely on the innovation from and partnerships with industry to help us take ideas from concept to solutions. Innovation plays a vital role in our national security and our ability to protect our networks, systems, applications, and data. The agency is committed to establishing and maintaining trusted relationships to address concerns related to the security of our critical information and assets. Senior leaders within the DoD support an open-door policy when it comes to addressing cybersecurity requirements for the nation's critical systems and development and deployment of modernization efforts for DoD equipment, systems, and networks. DISA and Joint Force Headquarters DoDIN need the best ideas, products, and services industry has to offer to support our warfighters. Together, we can create a foundation that allows government and industry partners to use our research and expertise to develop innovative technology services and capabilities to support our warfighters and pace the threat of our adversaries in cyberspace. My challenge to you is to be clear about a technology's true capabilities. Be honest about the scope and scale of a solution and its readiness to operate and to meet unique DoD mission requirements. As an industry partner, you must understand the department's needs and our needs. Understand who and what is at stake in this environment. Build cybersecurity into all of your products and services and capabilities from concept to completion. Understand your supply chain and take responsibility for managing those risks. Ensure your cybersecurity can be easily updated and modified in the future. Be as innovative in your approach to cybersecurity as you are in your functional capabilities. Consider resiliency when developing services and capabilities. Resiliency is key to our networks, applications, and systems. We need to be able to fight hurt, sustain attacks, and continue operations. And always be willing and committed to collaborate. Exchanging ideas and information supports the entire spectrum from innovation through implementation and is fundamental to continuous improvement. In turn, we are looking at trends, strategies, and innovative ways to improve the procurement process. Mr. Doug Packard will discuss these in his presentation this afternoon. What you see in the commercial sector every day is also crucial to informing the department's defensive posture. Enhancing our partnerships with industry and sharing information helps everyone. It's vital to becoming more effective and proactive in securing and defending our networks, infrastructure, and data. Let me shift gears a bit from technology to people. DISA is involved in challenging and rewarding work in support of our national defense across the full spectrum of military operations. People are our greatest asset. And we are always looking for talented professionals to help us accomplish our mission and support our warfighters. In 2016, Congress gave the Department of Defense the authority to create the Cyber Accepted Service. This hiring authority focuses on mission positions and allows for more agile recruitment of candidates, streamlines the HR procedures, and delivers market competitive pay. DISA employs more than 7,000 civilians in 80 different career series worldwide. We need the best and brightest minds who are interested in IT, spectrum, telecommunications, computer and electronic engineering, cybersecurity, as well as IT contracting, finance, human resource, administration, physical security, and law. DISA stands for Duty That Inspires Service and Accountability. If this sounds like a good fit for your skill sets and interests or someone you know, I encourage you to look at jobs at DISA and JFHQ Doden. The DISA recruiting team is participating in career fairs in and around the area and visiting colleges. Of course, today is not the only opportunity for you to learn about DISA and Joint Force Headquarters Doden. We hold targeted industry days and other events that allow us to interact with you in different segments. And we will participate in the annual AFCEA TechNet Cyber event next June 2nd through 4th in 2020 at the Baltimore Convention Center. Please save the date and join us as our agency senior leaders and program managers share broad information about the exciting work that we are doing. In closing, the DISA vision is to be the trusted provider to connect and protect the warfighter in cyberspace. I thank you for your role in that. And you are making that happen every day. We can't do it without you. The cyber domain is evolving, and multi-domain operations rely on the services and capabilities that we jointly provide. Our adversaries can and will attempt to deny, disrupt, and degrade these capabilities. Together, we can make the Doden more capable, more agile, more secure, and more resilient. DISA, mission partners, and industry. 3 dimensions working together to support our warfighters and defend our nation. Thank you.
Admiral, would you like to take a question?
I was going to say, I can take a few questions.
Would you please characterize the level of focus on a scale of 1 to 10 on innovation for each of the following DISA functional areas: operations and maintenance, engineering, and sustainment?
Well, that sounds like a math quiz, pop quiz. Let's see. The first one was operations. Innovation, I think, scale of 1 to 10. Probably, I'm going to get a debate from my front row here when I say this, no matter what I give. But I would say innovation is somewhere between 6 and 8. I was going to say 7, so yeah, my ops director just told me a 7. So depending on the area, specific area in operations, as I said, innovation is incredibly important in our defensive cyber operations, and anything that we can do to bring in machine learning, artificial intelligence, other capabilities that speed our responsiveness to be able to conducting those operations, those actions, the validation of that and the responses is absolutely critical, and we've got a lot of things going on in that innovation space. In the backbone of the DISA, that's even higher because that's been going on for longer in terms of innovative solutions of how we provision, how we operate, how we orchestrate the operations across the backbone. We have innovation going on at the internet access points and the security stacks there at the Tier 1 level. We have innovation going on at the Tier 2 level in the joint regional security stacks. So lots and lots of innovation going on in all areas of operation. The second one was what?
Yes, ma'am. The second one was operations and maintenance, engineering.
Engineering. Oh, well, I tie that in with the operations. The engineering development part of it, again, you know, everything that we're trying to deliver in the future for those operations is building in all of that innovation. So if anything, it's probably even higher in the engineering space. And the final was?
Sustainment.
Sustainment. So sustainment is probably the lowest on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of what we're doing for innovation. But you are going to hear from a number of the program managers of the kinds of things that we're doing in innovative processes, contracting. We're even being very innovative in our audit functions and the process robotics that we put in place for audit functions. So a lot of new ways of thinking about how we do business in the sustainment of everything that the agency does. The sustainment piece, and the reason why I say it's the lowest, is because we still have a tremendous amount of legacy systems in our inventory across the Department of Defense. And so regardless of what we're doing on the high end and the new technology and the new innovation, we're still having to sustain legacy systems out to, sometimes at the strategic level and definitely out to the tactical level in different theaters and different mission areas.
Thank you, Admiral Norton.
And I would be remiss if I didn't say that, you know, in the agency, one of the things that we did in the last year was to stand up the new Emerging Technologies Directorate, specifically aggregating and focusing on innovation. And that you'll hear more about as well today. So that's headed up by Mr. Steve Wallace. I think that's really exciting for our agency to have that kind of focused effort on innovation and delivering those innovative solutions, not just research projects, but delivering on innovation. Okay, next question.
Thank you, Admiral Norton. That was your final question. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here, and I'm really excited for the entire day. You're going to hear lots of things, and hopefully you'll get all of your questions answered throughout the day. Thank you.